Good morning, everyone. So today I have the distinct pleasure of helping launch the new Tonic craft kit number 42. So thank you so much, Tonic, for sponsoring this video, for sending these items for my review. All opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. If you're not familiar with the Tonic craft kit, it's a monthly program. You can pick it up. Like, let's say you like this one kit and you want to try it out, you can do a one-off. You can do a monthly membership. You can also do a quarterly membership, and they all save a little money as they go along. So you can check that out. I'll have the links in the description box and see all the particulars there. And then with the Tonic craft kit, if you are a member, throughout the month, the whole time, you can use the code TCK to get 10% off of your purchases for members only, okay? So let's open this up and see what we have here. I'll put it just like this. We'll check this out in just a minute. Oh, cool. So this month comes with the binder. It holds, I want to say about 6 months worth of your kits, your dies, so I'll show you that in just a minute, but these are really cute, so I have a couple already myself. Let me put that here. And they hold these guys, so your little folder looks like this. You usually have a sticker, and you can put that on there if you would like for the decorative sticker to be on there. Use your sticker however you like, but it usually coordinates back to the set. I don't think I mentioned this month's set is called Spring Wreath, so as you can see, we have our little wreath shapes here, so let's check out our dies, then we'll look at the stamps in just a second. Super cute. So we have a few different, what look like wreaths with a kind of rounded shape here, and then we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 different layers on this one. I'm assuming that's how they all, well, these two are. This one's a little bit different. Oh, how cool. I just noticed this one has the edge, so it cuts on the edge, but okay. So it has the cut in, and then it has like the outer part of that cut in, and then it has a shadow, so you can cut into just this part or just into your paper, and you can cut it out, or you don't have to do any of that, or you can layer it up however you like. This one also has the 3 different layers, so your cut in, the shape that goes right around the cut in, and then like your shadow layer. Cute little flower. Again, it has a middle flower petal section and then a middle one here, and then the outer one. So really sweet. This one is very more loose. As you can see, the petals kind of can do their own thing. They're only held together right here in the very center, and then they get a little tighter as you go out. The little butterflies that you can definitely use for confetti, which would be really cute. You can also just cut these into your paper. I think that's what they're meant for, to have that cute little butterfly effect going up there. We have a couple flowers here. Again, this one has that little movement that you might want, and then the outer shadow. This one too has a little embossing ability there with the piece in the shadow here. And then we have our word here, and me, it looks like it says spring. It's upside down. The S is here, going this way. Spring with the shadow. And then nice little banner here that we can cut. And then this one. Okay, so this one is definitely like on the edge kind of die, so you can see that it would cut straight here, and then it cuts around the very edge. It'll put this beautiful inlay in your card, or however you want to use it, and then it cuts off over here. Really cool. Let me put these to the side for a second and see if we can. I know a lot of times I should take them out of the plastic carrier so we don't have that shine, but this is not bad. See, there you go. No glare. Oh, so cute. The little butterflies. We have flower centers, so that's really cool. So if you want to stamp your flowers with those, you definitely have them to work with. We have Hello Spring, Live Life in Full Bloom. We have Spring is in the Air, Spring Fever. Oh, cute, with a little rainbow, Springtime. If friends were flowers, I would pick you, which is always a sweet sentiment. The first blooms of spring always make my heart sing, and spring has sprung. Here's to lots of sunny days to come. Love the fonts on this. Is really sweet. So cute. So excited to try these out, because there's lots of different techniques with the way they did the dies this time around here. And we are making cards. I'll probably make cards today, and I know a lot of you guys are card makers and like that best. Oh my gosh, watercolor card. I love their watercolor card. And this is the perfect size right here, the A2. Because you can trim it down, put it on the front of an A2 size card, or use it however you like. But these are really nice. So there's 15 sheets in there. Oh my goodness. The embellishment tool, how cute. So this is the kind of thing that helps you pick up rhinestones and stuff like that, or little bits, you know, your sequins. Definitely looking forward to trying that out. How adorable is that? I love the size of it. So cute. And then we have some embellishment mousse in this gorgeous color, and I think, let me see if I can get the name here, Peony Pink. I'll say I think the only one I have is like the fuchsia, the brighter pink, so I'm really happy to have this. This is the Crystal Drops in Carnation Pink. Lovely color. Love it. And this is more of their traditional drop. The little adhesive tape runner, which is really great. There you go. It's a strong adhesive, but it's not like the strongest like a red liner. It's just good. I think it's great for cards, things like that. So really great. At least that's been my experience, but you can let me know if you experience different. And these guys right here are, oopsie. So what they normally do, and I'm just assuming because I don't know how they pulled this kit together, is that they come out with colors and packs of 4 of glitters and sequins, things like that. And so I have 2 of them here, and usually that's what they do. They pick 2 random ones to put from that lineup of 4. But again, it might be different. So this time I got rose gold and I got diamond sequins. Really cool, again, to go along with that little embellishment picker-upper. So cute. I never noticed the jars are glass. I love that. Definitely fun to recycle those. And then we have a, this is loaded this month, the Aquaflow brush and Just Peachy. So this puts a little sparkle shimmer wherever it is that you like. Gorgeous colorways here. Ooh, look at the papers. Let's look at the papers. Okay, I'm gonna open this up. I love the way they package this because it keeps it nice and sturdy and protected. Like I said, if you want to recycle this part, you can definitely use it for chipboard pieces. So let's look at this. So I have this paper before, and I always want to call it strawberry something, but I think it's a raspberry something. Sorry, I don't have the name of it right now. It's gorgeous paper, matte metallic. This really pretty classic card and a gorgeous kind of coral pink. Look at this. Oh, I love this one. This one, I always like to see it because if you look up really close, they're little hearts. I don't know if you can see that. They're little bits of hearts. Maybe you can see that one there. So cute. So it's like their handmade confetti paper. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. I love the roses on that. Just really kind of looks like wallpaper. Very subdued, very pretty. Love it. Gorgeous gold, metallic or matte metallic. Very shiny, kind of yellow gold. You can see that. And then we have this beautiful shimmer paper. That sheen. Love their shimmer papers. So pretty. And then we have like a gold, kind of goldenrod gold color. And the classic cardstock, I don't know if you can tell, this side is kind of smooth. On this side, it has a little bit more texture. I know it might be hard to see here, but usually the textured side is what you use it on, but it's just turned backwards. And then this one is also a classic card. Maybe you can see it on here. There we go. Can you see that texture? It's like that linen texture. So, and then the other side's a little bit smoother. All right, guys, so pretty. Such a gorgeous colorway. What I'm going to do is think about what I want to do, and we'll pull something together. Okay, guys, so for the base of the card, I've chosen these 2 colors. I already cut this one down, and I'm going to use that gorgeous coral classic card, and then that really pretty kind of floral pattern. So pretty. So I think what I'm going to do is a Gatefold card, and you know, we'll work from there. So the base card, I was kind of looking at the die here. I'm going to use this guy, the on the edge kind of border die. And it's about 5.5 inches tall and a couple inches at the widest part, a little bit smaller obviously in this other area here. So what I'm going to do is make a gatefold card with either side having this on the edge. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. I'll come back to that in just a minute. And what I'm going to do is just score this card. Again, it's 5.5 inches tall by the 11. I'm sorry, so I misspoke, but I cut this at 5.5 inches off the paper. I believe the paper's probably A4, A5. It's a different size. It's not A2 size paper. And then I cut it 11 inches long. So 11 by 5.5. And we're going to do the gatefold measurements. So I'm going to put those in first just so I have them registered. But if you want to do the die cutting first and then do this, it's just a little more difficult then, because by that time you'll have some things cut away and it'll be harder to find your where you need to do this. So again, being a 5.5 inch tall card, and it's going to be a square. It doesn't have to be a square, of course. You can do whatever you like, but that's pretty much what I planned for. So what I'm going to do is score at 2 3/4, because half of 5.5 is 2 3/4. And on the other side too. And of course, I'm talking about inches here. See if I want to go ahead and fold it now. I suppose we can go ahead and score it, or fold it now. Just so I can see those lines better, but you really don't have to do that either, because we're going to die cut it anyway, and then you can give it a good scoring at that point. Okay, so let me put these things away and bring out our die. What I'm going to do with this pretty lady is just run it down one side. Of course, open it up, put it in your die cutting machine. And let me see, there's little lines here. So basically wherever you put it, it's going to be great. I'm just going to line it up so that it's barely missing the very edge. So most of this will stay intact, other than that little piece that's going to cut off at the very end there. And of course I'll tape it down and run it through. Just right there. Okay, I'll run this through my die cutting machine and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the one side. Now what's lovely about this is that if you want to make like a card where it's just where you fold it and you have it on the edge and you pop this up, you can definitely do that. I'm going to trim this away. So as you can see, it's 5.5 inches. So we have this little piece. So if you were making a card that just folds like this and then it pops up, you can definitely do that. Really cute. But what I'm going to do is just nip that little area off. And let me see if I have smaller scissors. So just at the very end here, just going to take that off. But if you made a taller card even, or if you want to leave that on there, again, you can definitely do that. So pretty. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to make sure to clean this out really well. You always want to clean out your dies. Anything that stays in there, you want to get rid of it, because what happens is if it starts building up, it's going to be harder and harder for it to cut through your paper. So definitely take out all those little extra pieces. And again, I'm just going to, if you look at this, I'm going to put this on this side. And it's going to kind of have the opposite effect of the other one, right? So the way they lay together. But I'll put this on here, eyeball it, tape it down, just clean that out and run it through. Okay, so there's that one. So pretty. I really do love the idea of just folding it here and popping that up. Let me trim away this little excess. And in the meantime, I did cut that gold paper down. And this is just my idea, because I know sometimes with Gatefold cards, they're gorgeous and beautiful, and it might be difficult to actually write a message in them because you just see through to the inside, and you know, it depends on what you do on this outer piece. But so I have a little idea, and hopefully that'll work out, and then people can write their sentiment on the inside. So here are the basic, and you see this gap obviously. I designed it that way. All right. Really pretty. So normally what you do with Gatefold, you have it meet up more in the center together, and then inside here, you know, you have your paper, whatever the paper color is, and you can see through there. And it's gorgeous. But what I did for this one is I cut down my paper, and let me make sure this is the right... No, it went this way. Yeah. So I cut these down to 5.5 tall, and then I cut them in the other direction just under 2 3/4 inches, because our flaps are 2 3/4 inches right for the center. But I wanted them to line up nicely, so that's what I did there. And not exactly 2 3/4. If they're exactly 2 3/4, they might even touch, right? Just because of the way we score and all that. So they're just smaller than 2 3/4 inches in the width, but 5.5 inches tall. So all I'm gonna do is glue these here and here. So when your recipient gets the card and they open it, they can open it, and then you can still have on the inside your sentiment and everything else that you're gonna do with this. So what I'm going to do is just Get some of my Nuvo here. And then of course we're going to embellish this, but this is the base card that I came up with. And I'm going to go right on the edges. Always making sure the edges are going to stay down pretty well. And any other larger areas you can get glue on, that's what I normally would do. Okay, I'm just going to make sure these are... I just cut them so that they would match up, but you don't have to do that, you know, they don't have to match up exactly. There it is, right there. Okay, so I'm going to tuck this one in here. Just hold that down. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Just get it in there and glue it on, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so there is our card base. So pretty. Look how beautiful this is. Like a chrysanthemum peony. I know those are totally different, but you know what I'm saying? It has like that look so pretty with the little butterflies and everything that's in there. All right. So what I'm going to do is just cut out some flowers, and then we're going to apply some color to them. So we do have the Aquaflow in here. We have the Embellishment Mousse, and these are the kind of things I like to use for this kind of thing. So it'll be really great. So I just have some white textured cardstock here, and any white cardstock. Something thinner though would be best, just so you can crumple it and it looks really nice. So what I'm going to do is take, I think, these flowers, but like this one, because again it has the looser kind of petals, and this one. And maybe for each one of these flowers, I'm going to do 2 of the outer petals and 1 of the inner one. Just simple, so we can do a few and get them done relatively quickly. So 2 for each flower that I want this size, I'll cut 2 of the larger, 1 of the center. And then I think I'll do a few of these little guys too. And what I can do is mix and match these guys. So these are going to be smaller, obviously, to begin with. And then it'll be that guy and this guy. So for each of those flowers, again, 2 of the outer and 1 of the inner. And so I'm going to cut a whole bunch of these, get them trimmed out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my little flowers here all cut out. I have a couple for each flower that I want to do. A couple large ones, a medium-sized one, and same thing here. And what we're going to do is just either a combination of wet them, spritz them. You know, I have a couple extra ones. What's cute is the way I cut it out of this. You can actually use this for a stencil. Wouldn't that be cool? Because it has all the little flowers. That's really cute. Just kind of go and stencil a background with that. Okay, so let's see. We have all these little guys. Maybe I'll put these over here. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. Maybe what I'll do is make the 2 larger flowers a certain color, and then the other guys a certain color. That way they look like different varieties of flowers. Okay, so this one has its liquid already in there. So I'm gonna do is take that off. And you know, sometimes I take the lid off because what happens is, as I'm working with this, I think that this part is what you're turning, but you're actually not. So let me turn this a little bit until I get to the spot where I can do that. You're turning this into here, not into this. So if you're holding on to this, it might keep turning, but you're not quite there yet because you need this part to be in there. See what I'm saying? It's the actual thing, but not the lid. So there we go. And then, all right, and since it's brand new, we're gonna give it a squeeze. So normally you want to control your squeeze. If you're working around on a project, you don't want a big drop. Maybe you do, but if you don't, right now, I don't mind because I just want this to get on here. So I'm just gonna squeeze it. And as you're squeezing it, you can see the liquid will start coming in here. I'm gonna break up my brush a little bit. Just keep giving a squeeze. I can see now, maybe there it is. Ooh, so pretty. Can you see that kind of pinkish red color? I think I'll make the little guys. So as I'm saying, this has enough liquid in here to do what I like to do. But if you want to spritz it, you can definitely spritz it. I'm just trying to color these little guys. You can color them completely a little bit. You can color the back too, just in case that shows. And then I like to get nice and messy and crumple them up. So of course my hands are going to get ink all over, but just give them a crumple. Okay, just a little ball. Just ball it up. And I'll do that with the other set of small guys too, and I'll be right back. We'll do embellishment mousse on these guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got those, and I'm just going to let them there and just let them be. And these guys, same thing, but I'm going to use the Nuvo Embellishment Mousse here. And again, you only need a very small amount. When you open this up, I like to leave the silver lining on there. Some people want to put cling wrap. That's great too, just to keep it from drying out. I usually just keep that silver on there, you know, capped tight, and then I keep them in kind of like a shoebox. And I haven't had any issue, so really soft. You do not need a lot of this, so that's probably plenty. Just a little bit, and then if you need more, get some more, but do not put that back in your jar just because you're going to add water and do other things to it. It's going to change it, so you don't want to do that too much. And I can spritz this with water, spritz these guys with water just to get them ready. But I was going to use a water brush, but you know what? I won't use a water brush. Let's just use a regular old brush to get our color on. What is this? I don't know what this is. It's just a cheap brush I had here, so I'm just going to dip in there and just add that color. And same thing, once I feel like I have enough color on it, I'll just squish them up like I did the other guys. And let them stay balled up for just a little while. And same thing with the other ones. Just crunch them up. And I'll be back. So they've been sitting for just a minute while I was working on the other ones. So I'll open these guys up. And you don't want to flatten them out because the point of crumpling them was to get them a little texture. So just open them up a little bit. And then they're still wet, so what I'm going to do is hit them with the heat tool. And just let them dry, and they get nice and crispy. And I'll do the same thing for all of them. Just open them up and hit them with the heat tool. And I'll be back. Little flower petals here, and I'll just separate these out. And you know, I misspoke earlier, and I'll probably edit it because yes, that's how you open these guys, but this is an aqua flow pen, not the shimmer type, so you don't have to swirl it around. It's nice pigmented color in here, or dye, either way, but it's color, it's not a shimmer in this one. And then of course your Embellishment Mousse has that shimmer, so hopefully you can kind of see that. I know it's hard to see, but there it is on these small pieces. So this time, a lot of times what I do is I put a little hole in it and I stick them together with flower centers, but this time what I'm going to do is glue them together, the layers, because I want to use the Nuvo drops in the center. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, bring in a flower, kind of offset them so that the petals are layered up really nicely. And even just these two layers, I don't know if you can see yet, looks really cute. And I'm just going to put that third layer, that little guy, right down in the center, and I'll do the same thing for all of them, just layer them up that way. And put that dot in the center there, open this little guy up, and have him sit in there. Okay, I'll do the same thing for all of them, even the little guys. I'll be back. Okay, so I have my little flowers here. I have some white smooth cardstock. I have our card base, and I'm just going to stamp one of these sentiments. Cute. Maybe the first blooms of spring always make my heart sing. I do love my flowers, so let's put this out. I actually have miniature daffodils that are starting to come up. They're so cute. Because they're tiny, they're only like this tall, and the flower is so tiny. Alright, let's see here. I'm just going to take some black shadow. I'm going to run it across a few times. These are photopolymer stamps. And I'm just going to stamp it, give myself some room for the dye. And if I don't stamp it too well, I'm going to just turn it over and do it again, or in a different area. Gorgeous. All right, and then I'm going to take this and go ahead and cut this out. I'm just trying to decide, does that go down? Yeah, well, I want it to go this way, so that's fine. Now, if you want to make an aperture, just run it through a scrap piece of paper and then see exactly where it's going to cut. That's up to you. I'm just going to put it maybe like there. And since it does have this little square, this little triangle, what I'm going to do is run it through, and then I'm going to run it through again with an embossing folder just to get that little pop kind of on that piece of paper. But I will be right back. I also cut it through this gold. Look at that. I didn't even run this one through the embossing, and it just puts it on there. But what I did that is so I can just kind of drop shadow this one, give it a little something extra behind there. So I'm going to glue these together, and then bring our card base and start putting all our pieces on there. Maybe something like that. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, ladies, so we have our pieces here. My plan was to put 3 and 1 because I always like the odd numbers, and so that's what I have here. And then we have our little sentiment, and you can put this wherever you like. You want it in the middle, down towards the bottom, something like that. And here, maybe a little bit lower. I was thinking that might be something different to try. Something down here. I think that's where I want to put it, down towards the bottom, which is not typical, but that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to hold this down for a minute just to make sure it's down, and then we'll get the other layers on here. Something like that. Let's make sure we're a little straight. All right, I'm going to hold this down until it's set up, and I'll be right back. So as I'm sitting here, I was thinking I want to do something like this. I kind of think maybe this needs to go up here on its own, and then maybe these guys can go down here. Even though I took the time to emboss that little triangle, whatever you like. Things change. I think that'd be better, and then we'll do some sequins and other things. Okay, I like this. All right, so let me just hold this side down. And I am going to put my glue down first, and then I'm going to do my Nouveau drops at the end. But if you want to put Nouveau drops into your flowers first, that's up to you. However you like. I'm just doing this first. You want to use hot glue, whatever it is that you want to get these guys down with. That will be just fine. Something like that. Sweet. And then over here, I'm going to put this little guy. And so I'm going to let that set up just for a little minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just leaving that block there just to help me. And what I'm going to do next is try out some of the sequins. They're both gorgeous. So we have the clear and we have the gold. Maybe I'll bring the clear ones in. Look how cute that is. Let's see. I'm going to put a couple in here. And let's see this little guy. Oh, so cute. Yep, there we go. So sequins, it curves up. However you like to use it. If you like it with the curve up or down, it just depends what you want to do with your project. I think for me, I would like it to be curved up, and I think I want them like in this area. So I'll put a couple dots of glue and just kind of glue those down and maybe add some here. And I do like the clear because it's just a little something that's not completely calling your attention, so that's really sweet. Let's see here. My glasses are going to be in very soon, guys. Not quite in yet, so we will see what I'm end up doing here. I just want a little bit here and there. Put that guy down. You know what? I'm going to bring this up here just so I'm getting them in the right direction. And I am using the dimensional adhesive. It does dry clear, a little bit shiny, so that works out. And I'll do the same kind of thing over here, just add some drops of glue and add some on. Okay, so as you can see, I added another little extra one up there. I added some down here. I might still add a few more. I know this is where people say, oh, I don't know where to stop. You know what? More is better. However you like. I think it'll be really cute, mixing some of the gold in there, whatever it is that you like to do. And then I'm going to take the Nouveau drops and just put in my little flower centers. So I'm going to keep this flat with this block just so that it has, it can level out. But of course in the images I'll have taken this out and you can see really pretty little gatefold. If you want to put in another white piece of paper in here like a matte, that's always a nice thing to do too, for your sentiments, for your actual writing. And I'm just going to go in here and add in a nice drop of Nouveau, super cute. And you can leave them like that. You can also sprinkle these with glitter and it'll stick to the little drop and it just looks nice and dimensional with your little glitter. However else you like to do it. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Tonic, for sponsoring this video. I'm also doing a step-by-step this month, so keep an eye out for that on the Tonic blog, using the kit in a different way. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links in the description box. Again, with the kit, the monthly kit, you can find out all about that there on their site. And I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.